it's not like you try and get rich at a studio. You want to help people make music, pay your bills, and then in our case, we also want to help people who are making music at home have an affordable room that they can come in and kind of do the stuff they can't do at home. You know, it was really just this naive thing that I could either go pay a studio or I could buy my own gear, and I already liked recording, so I thought I would buy my own gear, but that just spiderwebbed into a whole, you know, a whole business and career, and I don't regret it in any way, but it definitely, once you start acquiring gear and getting into production, you tend to do less writing and playing of your own music. I started playing in bands when I was 22, and I've always been interested in recording. I did a lot of recording to cassette tape in the 80s, but really starting about the mid-90s, I started acquiring professional equipment and recording myself and my friends. My whole theory is to capture all the sound with great ribbon mics and vintage mics and condenser mics, and even API preamps and this old console, and you know, analog compressors and things like that, and try and capture really big fat analog type sound. And then once it's in the digital realm, I really am drawn to and best at kind of manufacturing whatever analog tone I need. This is the console from the Grand Ole Opry from 1977 to 1996, and I've tried lots and lots of preamps and consoles and stuff like that, and this one sticks. Like it works great, it sounds great, I love it. It's got a story, but it also works the best of any console I've ever had. I tend to really try and keep things loose, keep people in a sense laughing at themselves or at me, just keeping some kind of levity to the experience, so that maybe you don't get too caught up in the microscope of feeling like you're under pressure to make a perfect performance or something. So people would probably say that I keep them loose, have a good sense of humor, and keep them feeling comfortable. In addition to recording this music that I love, I've got a second studio called the Driver's Side Room, and that's really there to cater to the new wave of engineers who record at home but need occasionally to come in and get their drums done, or in other words, I want to cater to the future of recording, which is that a lot of people are able to do it at home. What I would recommend to somebody new is don't get too caught up in being perfect. Just start mixing songs, recording songs. You need to put in a lot of hours to get good at it and practice using these tools like compressors and equalizers, but as many engineers will tell you, along the way you can make lots of great music while you're learning. So in other words, you don't have to be fully accomplished or perfect. So realize that it's going to take a long time to really know what you're doing, but don't let it stop you from making music. So it's kind of this paradox.